just saw, that was the recap at the end of last week's video, and so I just want to explain what happened and put everyone at ease that we're fine and the boat is fine. So the first clip is a couple days later, and I'll explain that. I'll show that right after this. And that was hitting some rough seas that weren't forecast, and as we got into a more exposed area we saw what the conditions were, and I was about to initiate a change of course, and then that video is the moment that we're doing that change of course, and then of course what happens after that. And then the next video, when it switches to black and there's the horns blasting, that is a evening that we made a less than prudent decision. We were looking for an anchorage, and in the area we're in it was very difficult to find one, so we ended up tied up to a commercial mooring ball and originally it was only intended to be there briefly, and we got complacent, and the way Anna put it was, let's just stay here, and if someone comes we'll move and beg forgiveness. But we did talk about the fact that if someone comes, it's going to be probably in the dark with the lights going, and they'll be blasting a horn. And sure enough, that was exactly what happened. And so we had to scramble to get off the mooring, and that was a little bit of the footage we tried to gather just after the scramble. So that was a bit of a artistic license, I guess, and I took some other footage and put some sound in there. But we did experience the lights shining in and the horns blasting, and it was something that we don't intend to do again, because it was a questionable decision to stay there. There was no real risk to it or anything. It was just it was a potential inconvenience for a commercial vessel, that's all. No safety issues. So but so yeah, here is the rest of the video with a little more explanation as to what was going on. Time to put the camera down because I got to change course, or maybe Anna can record.
I don't know why, but for whatever reason this is making me more nervous than before. We've been in waves like this before, but
so we headed out and things didn't look too bad. Actually, it looked fantastic. Forecast for 0.3, I believe. And we get out here and it's closer to, I don't know, a meter.
which is
So six feet is what we're seeing top to bottom. 5 to 6 feet is the average, but I've seen some that I think have been close to 8 feet.
yeah.
They swamp the bow, so.
Oh yeah, like it's like a roller coaster. I lift off a little bit on some of these waves.
They're trying to get us to ferry over closer to shore so we can turn around, because I don't want to turn broadside to these. I don't see us being in any danger as long as we don't have an engine failure. Penta's a pretty solid boat, can handle a lot, but it's just not comfortable. And after the dislodging of the toaster oven and everything else,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everything down below is secure. If we were in Enjoy, this would be fun. Other than everything in the boat would go flying. So this next little snippet of video is from the next day when we actually did make the passage, and we were just coming into the same area, just about a mile maybe up the coast. But this exact same exposure, and the forecast was almost identical at that particular time, and well, you'll see from the short snippet of video how different it is. Okay, well, we could probably book it just through between those islands. I think that's where we went before.
Beautiful concrete. See how it turns out. next thing we're going to show you is after we got off the mooring ball and we're driving out back into the strait. And what the video couldn't capture was how beautiful it was, because there was the Milky Way and bioluminescence in the water, and it was really, really beautiful. And our navigation system was great and the radar was great, and so even though it was disorienting not being able to see where we're going, it actually turned out to be a really gorgeous evening.
Doing our first night passage, not 100% planned. Radar going, 2 nav systems, and Anna's in the back making all kinds of noise as we're trying to make coffee. Anyway, we tied to a buoy that we knew better than to tie to, and as expected, the owner came to tie their barge up to it. So yeah, that was fun. Alright, we made it to, I don't know, I forgot where we are already. It's on the north, where is it? Northeast? Yes, the northeast corner, almost to the tip of Texada. Anyway, found a spot to anchor. Not ideal, but we're only going to be here a few hours to have a nap, and then we're going to, at least I think that's the plan, and then we're going to go probably around Texada to Hornby, I think it is, to Tribune Bay. Anyway, this morning on the run over, the moon, as the sun was coming up, with the mountains silhouetted, and then this orangey and crimson, I guess, color coming over the top of the mountains. It was absolutely beautiful, and it was a new moon, a sliver of a moon, quarter moon, a little less than a quarter moon, and yeah, it was maybe one of the prettiest moon scenes I've ever seen. Just about to our destination for the day, about to make the final turn into the bay, and Anna saw a spout. And this is the view from our back porch. We just decided to make the call and say, you know what, if we have to wake up, so be it. And sure enough, at 12:30, there's lights shining into the cabin, and there's a horn blasting, and we had to scramble, and we had everything ready. Basically, all I had to do was turn the battery on, fire the diesel, and off we left. There's Penta. Put Eddie ashore for his morning business. Decided he could have breakfast here, and I can have her coffee. Get here before the crowds. Tide's in. Sounds better. There's no GoPro in the video.
The top is fine, right?
And I made pancakes. There's Eddie. We just had a little snack after a little walk, as I'm He's bored because I'm editing videos. And it's been pretty hot, so we haven't been venturing out and doing too much the last few days. But anyway, next clip is us arriving at Sandheads, and we were treated to seeing some whales.
There he goes again. There he goes again. Oh my god. Awesome. Where'd the second one go? Oh, he's just...
Where'd that ferry go? To our right?
He might be going farther that way. Might be okay. There he is.
Our next trip, we're heading to downtown Vancouver. We're going to spend the night in False Creek. Julianne is going to join us on the boat, and we're going to go on a little adventure. I think she's here for 2 nights, maybe 3, forgot now. And hopefully we will be able to catch the Honda Festival of Lights, I believe it's called, and they do a fireworks show off of 2 massive barges right in English Bay, I guess, basically. Anyway, we're hopeful that we'll be able to anchor out and see the show from there. But anyway, the next is just a couple little tidbits of our first night in False Creek and what it looks like at night. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe or leave a like or a comment. We'd love to hear what you think.